See, I was a bit of a fuck when I was younger.
Sorry, did I not know that?
Oh.
Yeah, no, Killian was never well behaved at that stage. We went from a whinging stage into a tantrum stage. And then we went into a demolition stage where he consistently flooded the bathroom on numerous occasions and also decided to plug in the iron and leave it sitting on the carpet. A cute smile, I'll give you. Always a cute smile, and but very challenging. If you told him he'd fall off a chair, if he didn't get down off it, he would say, no, that's not going to happen. So I guess I just had to show him that it would and wobble the chair so he fell off. Well, as much as I used to give out to you, Granny would defend you. You were Granny's idols, as grandchildren always are. She celebrated many an occasion with us. I particularly remember Killian's first Christmas because you were only a couple of months old and you had an ear infection. And there was Granny helping you, soothing away the tears on Christmas morning and giving me all the guidelines, helping me through myself. We even remember that when you were the angel in the nativity and you fell off the bench. Granny thought that was really fun and was delighted that you actually became the star of the show, just purely because you fell off the table. So I think she used to like the divilment in you. In fact, I remember Granny's first words when she saw you as a baby. She used to say to me, oh, Aisling, look at him. He's been here before. You're going to have your hands full. And never did she say a truer word. I used to go out for the morning or she'd come over here for coffee. Yeah, unfortunately, both your grandfathers died the year you were born. So, my father, so on my side of the family, my father died in February and I'd only just discovered I was pregnant with you. So I hadn't even told my mother. And then my father died very suddenly. So when the funeral and all was over, it was nice to be able to tell her that actually there was another child on the way. So unfortunately, there's 3 grandparents you didn't get to know. But you knew the last one very well. And I suppose you had her all to yourself. The last remaining grandparent, so she died. And all of a sudden, when you lose your last grandparent, or your last parent in my case, then you kind of jump up a generation. All your other cousins seem to be younger because their parents are still alive, and you lose that link. So you kind of become a bit lonely because all the other families still hang out together because they're all still there, but you're kind of left out because your parents aren't there anymore. Keeping photographs, I think, is very important. They're great to look back on, as I'm doing at the moment. You look back on all the people that you've lost over the years. You look back on the happy moments that you had over the years, things that you won't ever see again or may forget in your memory, and then you look through the book and all of a sudden something sparks you off and you say, oh, remember that day, remember this situation. I can still remember, I'm looking at little outfits that Leanne wore and that you wore, and I can remember who gave them to me and how you used to look in them, and or how a day felt. You're looking at the picture of someone sitting on a beach and you say, I remember that day, it was roasting, it was lovely. Or you might say that was the first time that you actually walked on the sand and you didn't like it. So it's amazing the things you'll think and take up out of a photograph when you see it. Thing that you would have long since forgotten in your mind.